Let's talk about how founders get most of their money in the early days. Now, here is a pretty simple and basic reality. Most of the money comes in the earliest days from founders, friends, and family. And that, of course, includes them themselves. Meaning, I talk to founders all the time, and of course, it depends on your particular situation. It's an unfortunate rule of thumb. If you have a big, fancy sounding position on LinkedIn, people are going to expect that you put a little bit of money to work in your business. If you don't, people are going to expect that you put at least a little bit of money to work in your business. Again, it's all relative, but putting nothing to work or nothing but time on average isn't going to be the best message. It's not going to be the thing that's well received because people want to see, for lack of a better phrase, that you have skin in the game, that you're willing to risk it and not just your time and your effort, because people are happy to waste time all day long, thanks YouTube. But they really need to see that you're willing to lean in and go, okay, I'll put $1, 2, 5, 10, $50,000 down. And that does not mean you have to have 50K to do it. It means that you put what you can. You register for the corporation. You get the legal documents done. You get a website up and running. You put the little dollars and pennies to work that really show you believe. From there, that momentum of you doing your work in that kind of early days, typically, as you tell more people, your friends and family, what you're doing or what you're trying to do, that's the beginning of kind of that friends and family round, where once you've exhausted your resources and you discover, hey, I need 50, 100, 200 grand to actually move things forward, to say, take my idea and build something, or take what I've built, from a very kind of basic and, prototype level and turn it into something real and something that can be potentially sold to generate revenue. These are the things that come about when you start going, okay, now I've put in my money, I've started to engage in my community. Now I'm going to pull, again, if I need 100 grand, it's not that I need someone that has 100 grand. I need 10 checks of 10K, a lot more manageable. So I can lean into my community, I can pull that capital, and then of course, again, depends on your community, depends on your geography, depends on market sentiment, but depending on how much traction, how much sales, marketing, biz dev, how much proof that people really care about your business and your solution, depending on how much you have, you can get a lot of interest from angels, venture capital firms, one-on-one institutions that want to invest in you, whether they're clients or corporations, whatever it might be. But typically, to get that level of interest, you have to show something. You have to show demand. You have to show value. You have to prove that there's something worth growing, not worth starting, worth growing and expanding with, and expanding, in partnership with. So hopefully this helps. And again, hopefully it sets a real expectation for where most money comes from and some of the general sentiment around it, so that way you can navigate it effectively.